Hey guys, this is Sean Cannell. This is the next in our video series on lessons I have learned in the last couple of years from various influencers, and today it's focused on our good friend Sean Cannell. Let's go! Hi guys, it's Sean Cannell. Thanks for visiting the channel today. The person that I was speaking of in our video hook is our good friend Sean Cannell. For those of you that don't know, Sean is the president of Think Media based in Vegas and probably one of the 2 or 3 most influential YouTube teachers, influencers out there today. Of all of the people that I have been studying in the last year or two, I've probably spent the most time with Sean's content. Sean has written a book called YouTube Secrets, which is fantastic. He does a ton of online courses, seminars, and I got back about a month ago from his Grow with Video Live conference in Vegas. I just got back about a month ago from Sean's Grow with Video Live conference in Vegas. The content was spectacular, as was the lineup. The majority of the influencers that we are going to be highlighting in the next few episodes came from that conference or from content that I've consumed here in the last year or two. Sean has really done a fantastic job coming from a guy that just was doing video for his church 15 years ago to getting on YouTube early and now having his own company based in Vegas. I think they've got 30 or 35 employees and has really made his mark in this space and as a business person in general. Sean has a great origin story, having started filming church videos in the 2000s, starting on YouTube early. He always likes to show some of his early videos, which are pretty brutal, but they're great to give everybody the confidence just to get started and to get back to that famous line of punching fear in the face and pressing record. It's an inspirational story, and it also shows how anybody can make this work all the way around. I have learned a ton from Think Media, from Sean in the last couple of years, but today we're going to focus on 3 main tips and a bonus tip at the end that I think is going to help you get introduced to Sean if you haven't already, but really focus on some of the things you need to keep in mind as you move forward in your journey. Point number 1 that we want to cover today is Sean is always talking about the stats and the growth of YouTube. Obviously, he gets the question all the time, is it too late to get started? Has the ship left? All that sort of stuff. He can always say, yes, the best time to start on YouTube was 2008. The second best time to start on YouTube is today. The stats are unbelievable. We could spend 3 videos talking about those stats. But some of the highlighted ones are 82% of all internet traffic going on planet Earth right now is either watching or downloading videos. 5 billion people are watching video a day right now. Millions of people are becoming full-time content creators. Hundreds of thousands of people a year are making 6 figures. These numbers, these stats, continue to move forward. More specifically, the projections for the next 5 and 10 years related to any content creation, online business, online marketing, online education is nothing but this. And you, by consuming this type of content and learning to run your business this way, you are in a good spot, and this is going to continue to move forward for years to come. Guys, at this point, I would ask you to hammer, not even smash, not flick, not poke, hammer that like and subscribe button for me so we can continue to share this content with other folks like you moving forward. On to point number 2. Something that I have said for close to 30 years as a professional advisor, and he says all the time, specifically to this audience, is you have got to treat this like a business. We have all heard the various stories of people becoming overnight successes, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, tons of money, all that sort of good stuff. And for those people, that's fantastic. Unfortunately, and this is no surprise to you, that's a rarity. Having started 20 or 30 businesses myself, having helped thousands of different folks start, incorporate, grow their business, I know the time, money, energy, sweat that this takes. Sean, because of his background, also knows this. He is at 15 plus years of diving into this, looking at every nuance, going through the pains, the struggles, growing a company, growing a team. And that was one of the common themes at the conference itself, but specifically from Sean and all the folks at Think Media. We have got to have a business mindset and understand that this most likely is not going to be an overnight success. We've got to put time, energy, and money into this endeavor and look for the long term. The third point and lesson that really hit home from Sean during the conference was the need for a team. Need for a team in general, but need for a team to scale. Now, I'm going to talk about internal and external teams down the line in further videos, but at the end of the day, and I will tell you, I have been at fault of this many times. You think, oh, I've got to do this, or I don't have the time or money to hire somebody, or back to only I can do this, and it's too hard to get somebody to do it or train somebody. Trust me, guys, when I say that is a mistake. Now, early on, day one, week one, month 3, I'm not telling you to go out and hire 5 people. But the sooner the better. And the beautiful part of today's environment, today's economy, is we can hire employees, we can hire contractors, we can hire folks on Fiverr and Upwork and folks down the street and whatever else to help with a lot of pieces of what we need to get done. Sean specifically gave some great examples of where he actually went backwards on an annual financial basis because he invested in people and in that team, and then the next year or two saw exponential growth. That individual story of his coincides with hundreds of examples that I can give you as well that we will continue to discuss down the line, because that is how you really grow and scale your business. Whether you have a small online business, whether you are a brick and mortar, it doesn't matter. That team is extremely important in general, but it also is going to help you grow to where you specifically want to get to. The bonus tip that I want to give you today is related to that last tip. And the whole concept of having to take a couple steps back to be able to take steps forward is a big one. It's something that I've said many times over the years, and a lot of times it's like I said before in Sean's example, it might affect you from a monetary perspective, but there's other ways you can take a step back. Maybe you're working on building the business as opposed to going out and selling. Maybe you're investing in training people and whatever else when you could have been doing some other things to grow the business. These are all conscious choices that you need to make as you're looking 2, 5, 10 years down the line, not just 2 weeks, 2 months down the line. Guys, thanks for visiting me today. I hope you enjoyed these lessons that I've got from Sean and Think Media. This is a multi-part series that we've got in terms of lessons learned from influencers, so make sure you check out the other videos related to this as well. Peace!